Find yourself acting to impress others or avoiding actions out of fear of what they might think, you have left the path. Renaud Fluidor, he attends the government high school. His cumulative GPA is 3.66. And he says, imagination is everything. It is the preview of life's coming attractions. And that's by Albert Einstein. Welcome Dante Forbes. Dante is not here today, but his cumulative GPA is 3.0, is actually rounded up. He attends the South Andrews High School, and he says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And that's from Philippians 4, verse 13. Let's welcome Darren Francis. Is Darren not here today? But Darren's cumulative GPA is 3.41. He attends the R.N. Gomez Comprehensive School, and he says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. Fomonsi Gauthier, he attends the R.M. Bailey Senior High School, and he says, I never dreamed about success. I worked for it. And that's by the beauty conglomerate, Estee Lauder. Welcome Jordan Gibson. Jordan's GPA is 3.85. He attends the Windsor High School, and he says, do or do not. There is no try. Shanario Grant, thank you. His cumulative GPA is 3.8. And he says, in everything you do, all strive to place amongst the top 5. Always strive to place among the top 5. And he's from St. John's, and his quote is, it was by his late father, Alexander Grant. Trey Hanna, his cumulative GPA is 3.58. He attends the St. George's High School, and he says, life is like riding a bicycle. To keep your balance, you must keep moving. A simple analogy with a powerful meaning. To keep yourself focused and attentive, you must keep moving, pushing forward instead of lagging behind, by Albert Einstein. Welcome Miles Johnson. He is from the NGM Major High School in Long Island. His cumulative GPA is 3.07. And he says, human beings make life so interesting. Do you know that in a universe so full of wonders, they have managed to invent boredom? Quite interesting. Congratulate Don Jones. His cumulative GPA is 3.24. He's from the San Salvador Central High School. And he says, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world, by Nelson Mandela. Congratulate Christian Lang. His cumulative GPA is 3.1. He attends the Jordan Prince William School, and he says, it is never too late to be what you might have been. And that's by George Eliot. Welcome Kamani Lang. His cumulative GPA is 3.21. And he's from the inaugural all-age school. And he says, dance a yard before you dance abroad. He was dancing in church today. Come on, Eli. Congratulate Dario Maycock I. His cumulative GPA is 3.77. He's from the St. Augustine's College, and he says, there is nothing impossible to those or to they who will try. And that's by Alexander the Great. Congratulate Lal Maycock. His GPA is 3.77. He attends St. Andrew's International School, and he says, it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness. That is life. Congratulate Zephon McAndrew. His cumulative GPA is 3.9. He attends the Samuel Guy Pinder All-Age School, and he says, I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot and missed. I've failed over and over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed. By the basketball great Michael Jordan. Nathaniel McCarty Jr. His cumulative GPA is 3.55 from the Huntley Christie High School in Andros. He says, we ain't picture perfect, but we worth the picture still, by J. Cole. LeBron McIntosh, his cumulative GPA is 3.4 from a Jack Hayward Senior High School in Grand Bahama. He says, how big would you dream if you know you couldn't fail? And that's unknown. Congratulate Daniel Miller. His cumulative GPA is 3.6 from the C.V. Bethel Senior High School. And he says, you will get what you want when you stop complaining about why you don't have it. Congratulations, Daniel. Welcome, Hezekiah Moore. His cumulative GPA is 3.63 from a Jack Hayward Senior High School. And he says, every defeat, every heartbreak, every loss contains its own seed, its own lesson on how to improve your performance next time, by Malcolm X. Lovato Morris. His cumulative GPA is 3.12. He's from St. Paul's Methodist College in Grand Bahama. And he says, now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. Congratulate Javon Mott. His cumulative GPA is 3.11 from the R.N. Gomez Comprehensive School in the Berry Islands. And he says, work smarter, not harder, by Alan F. Morgenstern. Welcome, Eunice Nemore. Thank you. The GPA is 3.1 from the Central Andros High School, my hometown. And he says, the journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. Lamarth Nordich, Jr. His cumulative GPA is 3.2 from the Jordan Prince William School. And he says, at the end of the day, people won't remember what you said, or did, but they will remember how you made them feel. By Maya Angelou. Congratulate John Romel Perez. His cumulative GPA is 3.9 from Aquinas College, and he says, if you are not scared, then you are not driving fast enough. By Ken Block. Anthony M. Pierre. His cumulative GPA is 3.37 from the Tabernacle Baptist Christian Academy in Freeport. He says, alone we can do so little, but together we can do so much. By Helen Keller. Anthony Placaris Jr. His GPA is 3.5 from the Bahamas Academy of Seventh-day Adventists. He says, don't be afraid to go outside the box. Don't be afraid to think outside the box. Don't be afraid to fail big, to dream big. But remember, dreams without goals are just dreams. By Denzel Washington. Congratulate again, Omarion Pratt. Congratulate Omarion Pratt. His cumulative GPA is 3.42 from the government high school, and he says, heights by great men reached and kept were not obtained by sudden flight, but while their companions slept, they were toiling upward in the night. By Henry Wadsworth. Welcome, Hodari Prince. His cumulative GPA is 4.09 from Queens College. And he says, the greatest glory in living lies not in never failing, but in rising every time we fail. By Nelson Mandela. Welcome, Stefanato Roll II. His cumulative GPA is 3.7. He attends the Windsor High School, and he says, yesterday is history, tomorrow is a mystery, but today is a gift. That is why it's called the present. Congratulate Kodaya Roll. His cumulative GPA is 3.4 from the St. Andrews Anglican School in Exuma. He says, if a Bahamian isn't willing to fight for their country, then they don't deserve it. By Sir Lyndon Oscar Pindley. Welcome, Ricardo Roll Jr. His cumulative GPA is 3.3 from St. Paul's Methodist College in Freeport. And he says, life is 10% of what happens to you and 90% of how you react to it. By Charles R. Swindle. Donnell Rollins. His cumulative GPA is 3.62 from the Tabernacle Baptist Academy in Freeport, Grand Bahama. Let's congratulate him. He says, practice only makes improvements. By Les Brown. Congratulate Donnell. Welcome, Wade Saintail. His cumulative GPA is 3.34 from the 8 Mile Rock High School, and he says, success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts. By the great Winston S. Churchill. Welcome, Jermaine Sands Jr. His cumulative GPA is 3.77. He attends St. Augustine's College, and his quote is, "The one who falls and gets up is stronger than the one who never tried. Do not fear failure, but rather fear not trying," by Roy T. Bennett. Congratulate Arjun Shetty. His cumulative GPA is 4.1. He's from Queens College. And he says, "A ship is safe in harbor, but that is not what ships are for." He's headed to Princeton University. Congratulate Devon Seal Skelton. His cumulative GPA is 3.06. He's from the South Andrews High School, and he says, "Nothing is impossible," by Jacques Coeur. Duraniel Smith. His cumulative GPA is 3.7. He's from the Mangrove Key High School in Andros. And he says, "To be yourself in a world that is constantly trying to make you something else is the greatest accomplishment," by Ralph Waldo Emerson. Congratulate Dylan Strawn. His GPA is 3.0. We can't have Dylan. It's 3.0. He's from the Mary Star of the Sea Academy in Freeport. And he says, "Wake up to reality. Nothing ever goes as planned in this accursed world. The longer you live, the more you realize that the only things that truly exist is this reality. In this reality are merely pain, suffering, and fatality." Congratulate Dylan Strawn. Welcome Lloyd Strawn Jr. His cumulative GPA is 3.15. He's from the Mayaguana Comprehensive School, and he says, "Education is the most powerful tool you can use to change the world." You've heard it before, by Nelson Mandela. Congratulate Christopher Stubbs. His cumulative GPA is 3.67 from Bahamas Academy. And he says, "You don't get what you wish for, you get what you work for," by Daniel Milstein. Welcome Caden Sweetland. His cumulative GPA is 3.38. He's from C.I. Gibson Senior High School, and he says, "If you change the way you look at things, the things you look at actually change," by Wayne Dyer. Welcome Terrence Taylor. His cumulative GPA is 3.25 from the Caperin International Academy, and his quote is, "Power is intoxication," by the late Dr. Miles Monroe. Congratulate Catriel Wallace. His cumulative GPA is 3.53 from the Mangrove Key High School, and he says, "Education is the passport to the future, for tomorrow belongs to those who prepare for it today." A very powerful quotation. Shavana Wood. His GPA is 3.5. He attends the Centrally Lutheran High School, and he says, "Work hard to achieve greatness," a quote he wrote himself, by Shavana Wood. And Caden Wright is not here. His quote is, "There is only one good knowledge and one evil, ignorance. His GPA is 3.4, and he represents the Jordan Prince William High School. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together again for the 70 most outstanding young men in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you.
What outstanding and distinguished young men. As mentioned, this Honors Day Convocation has been celebrating the top male students in the country for the past 36 years. We will now get the opportunity to not only hear from a 2022 honoree, but the valedictorian of last year's Honors Day Convocation, Kobe Forbes, who is a freshman at St. John's University.
Good evening. My name is Kobe Forbes, a freshman at St. John's University, and as the former valedictorian of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Honors Day ceremony, I am pleased to be here today. To the brothers of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, I am truly grateful that you have given me this opportunity, and I am actually glad, and I just want to say thank you for everything that you do in the community and for recognizing the achievements of these young men. As I was listening, and I remembered what the president said, when it's something wrong in our country, everyone remembers that, everyone records that. But today, this fraternity has recognized the accomplishments of these young men. And for that, I say thank you. To the family and guardians of these honorees, thank you for being there and supporting them today. And to the honorees, congratulations. You have done an amazing job. It is very hard to achieve the grades that you have achieved. And to that, I say congratulations, and I say thank you for doing what you do. I was sitting here today and I was trying to figure out what would I say to this group of young men. You know, you have achieved so much already. You have already went through so much. I don't know what else I could tell you from 1 year of experience, but I'll just give you my view of the Alpha Phi Alpha's Honor Day ceremony and my first year at college. I remember when I was an honoree. It was a splendid and it was an extraordinary privilege to be among some of the brightest young minds in this country. And it pushed me to do better, to sit there and to realize that there was so much more and that there were so many more young, bright, extraordinary people around me that it uplifted me and it wanted me to do better. And the men of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated really helped to establish that and to instill those working habits into my mind. I remember Brother Cargill calling me 11 p.m. in the night, 12 a.m. in the morning, just to talk to me, to give me guidance, to give me his perspective, to show me the things that I should do and the things that I need to do to actually succeed. And when I tell you that everything that he said that I would have to do came true, and by following his words, made college so much easier, it's really just amazing. And I would encourage all of you to take the words that they have given to you, plant them into your mind, and grow a fruitful and prosperous tree from that. My time in college, it's been a little rough being from home. The weather is not the same, the culture is not the same. In a predominantly white institution, I'm a minority, but it has been wonderful. I have really grown in diversity, and I have really recognized and I'm grateful for actually where I grew up in the Bahamas. And that's what I wanted to speak to you all about today. Being from home, I don't really know what's going on a lot. It's every time I look at the news, I see the violence of young men killing each other. You know, I hear about people dropping out of school, but no one reports something like this day. This day right here with 70 young men, the brightest in the country. The achievements that you have done, no one reports about this, but everyone speaks about the violence. So today I am happy to see that you are all here. And I wanted to give you all a word of advice. This is a saying that I usually tell people in my school, and I say that it is the duty of those who know to do better. It is your responsibility to help those who do not know better. And as leaders, which all of you are, I would encourage each of you to go into this country today, to go and find a brother, find someone who is down, find someone who needs your help, and help them get up. Uplift them and show them the same guidance that has been shown to you. If you have grown on your own, if you have developed yourself, teach them the same. Help each and every one of your brothers. If you look at the fraternity today that is honoring you today, this started with seven young men, undergraduates, just as all of you will be, just as I am now. And look what they did. From 7 men, look at the growth, look at what they have made and what they have forged. And each one of you can do the same thing. You can go into this country today and you can light a fire. You can be the spark that lights a fire that will save this country. I saw a quote from one of the honorees about Celine Pindon when it said that if you are not willing to fight for your country, then you don't deserve it. Not that you don't deserve it, you don't deserve it. Yeah, as in our Bahamian tonight. And it is true. I believe that we all need to fight for the country that we have and for the things that we are trying to achieve. Just recently in my school, we had a movie on the Bahamas, and we were talking about climate change and the community. And there was this young lady who spoke about living in the US and then being back home, and she said that there's nothing like the Bahamas. She said that regardless of whether you live in the States or if you live home, you don't see any difference. The only difference is that in the Bahamas, you find a greater community. And I see that our community is dying out. And I want all of you to know that what you have done is extraordinary, but the journey has just begun. You will go off into college and you will realize that your community isn't as strong as it was. You may not find friends, you may find friends, you may drift off into partying, you might be on what we call, burnt out from school, and it's gonna be rough. Your first term of college is never easy because you're trying to find yourself. You're trying to find that person here from this small country in this enormous university. And what you're gonna find out is that academics isn't everything. And what you're gonna realize is that the goals and the success that you brought from home will mean virtually nothing. When I went to college, I tried to run for my school senate the first time and I lost, which was a heartbreaking experience for me. But I tried again and I did succeed. And I was very happy for that. But I realized that it was because I had to change my view of things and I just had to focus on something different. And I had to work a little bit harder than what I worked for before. And that's the whole theme of college, to be honest with you all. It's not about how smart you are, it's about how determined you are. And it's about the relationships that you want to build and who you want to be in college. So when you all graduate from school and you go to college, I want you all to stay focused. Like the quote says for this day, do not be afraid. Please do not be afraid. College, it gets tough, it gets challenging, but don't be afraid. You stay focused, you stay determined. You be driven to do what you have to do. And then I want you all to return home and to break the cycle of violence that is happening to our people today. I want you all to come home and to change something, to be an inspiration, to be a light to those around you, and to just uplift them. Live a life of community. Do not follow the money. Follow your passion, follow your dreams, and follow your goals. When you follow those things, your money comes with it. Your goals, your benefits, your rewards, they follow with it. But if you follow money, you will end up in a ditch. And a ditch that it will be hard for you to get yourself out of. So I want you all to just follow your dreams, follow your goals, follow your passions, and to remember to be in a community, to help strive to each one and every one. in college, we use this song, and this is a song that is played in predominantly white institutions, historically Black colleges and universities, and some of you may even know it. And it's from Meek Mill, Dreams and Nightmares. And it starts off, I used to pray for times like this, to rhyme like this. So I had to grind like this, to shine like this. And the amount of time I spent on some locked up stuff in the back of the paddy wagon, cuffs locked on wrists. And I want you all to remember, this song is played every week, almost every night. And it's because of the challenges and the things that he talks about that he faces in this song. So, in this country today, we are the future. You all are the future. And it's gonna be rough, but we gotta grind like this so that we could shine like this. In a matter of time that we spent locked up, we can get it. We will do what we have to do to make this country a better place. So I want you all to look on the side of each other. Honorees, brothers of the Alpha Alpha fraternity, family members, I want you all to look at each other and say, you got this. The future is secured. And then I want everyone to look at the honorees and to see that the future is secured. Each one of these honorees today is a leader. Each one of them have made success. They have did achievements that are just astonishing, marvelous, and worthy of praise. And they will go on to do further, and they will benefit, and they will do way more in this country than we ever could have thought of. But we all have to support one another, and we all have to encourage each other to keep pushing, to keep striving, to keep going on, and to keep doing our thing and to do our goals. We will not survive as a country if we do not have each other's back. And today it starts with me, it starts with you, it starts with everyone in this room. The torch is being passed down by generation to generation, from Sir Lyndon Pilgrim saved our country straight down to this new generation of honorees. The Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity is helping one another to do its best to help this country. And I want you all to keep the spark going, keep the candle going, and to just do the best that you can do. I will end with another the Bahamian song. And, who's gonna fill their shoes? And I just want you all to remember that. Who's gonna fill the shoes of those who have went before us? And who's gonna fill your shoes when you're gone? Let's light a path to keep pushing. I thank you all for letting me speak today. I thank the members of the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated for the things that they do. And I encourage each of the honorees to keep going and to keep pushing and to be excellent at everything that you are, because you are special. We are special. Remember that and keep going. Good day.
Thank you, Kobe, for that encouraging message. We will now hear from some of our distinguished guests from a few of the illustrious institutions who've contributed to making today's ceremony possible by providing scholarships and opportunities for our deserving honorees. First, we will hear from Brother Dr. Derek Robertson, Associate Vice President for Enrollment Management at Talladega College in Talladega, Alabama.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of our current students at Talladega College, our president, Dr. Gregory J. Vincent, our board, alumni, faculty, staff, and all of the members of the Talladega College family. Let me begin by celebrating the honorees. Each of you has done a phenomenal job. Let's give them a round of applause. Talladega College is Alabama's oldest and first private historically Black liberal arts institution. As a student-first institution with 20-plus majors to offer and a student body that numbers about 1,000 students, we give students the benefit of having a close connection to their studies, an intimate learning environment where they can develop great relationships with their faculty members and staff members who are all in partnership with you, yes, to get you into the institution, but also to chart your pathway that is as unique as you are, where you can benefit greatly from the academic engagement, but also the preparation for your career through study abroad, research, internships, public internships, and other experiential learning opportunities. We hope you will explore becoming a part of the Talladega College family, and we celebrate the students who will receive scholarships from us. What we believe at Talladega College is that every student has the opportunity to be celebrated for where they come from and to bring with them or carry with them their perspective and their experiences and their background to create a very vibrant learning community where students can, yes, show up and become the professionals that they hope to be, but also develop personally, grow, and become the individuals who will make a great contribution and become the global citizens that we contemplated in 1867 when our institution was founded. So on behalf of our entire community, it's a pleasure to bring greetings, and I look forward to celebrating with you and welcoming some of you to our institution. So thank you very much.
Thank you, Brother Dr. Robertson. Next, we will hear from Dr. Jahan Culbreth, Vice President of Institutional Advancement at Central State University, Wilberforce, Ohio.
Good afternoon. No protocol's been established, but I need to say a special thanks to the brothers of Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. I thank you. I also thank you for putting me in contact with the AKAs, because we've given some scholarships through them. Yesterday, I talked to the young men about relationships. I told them a quote from my father about the achievement isn't always in the success, but it's in the journey it took to get there. Well, I'd like to say a special thanks to also to the Honorable Hannah Martin. The Ministry of Education is how it all began with me and Central State University. I came here as the athletic director because people ask me all the time about the success of our students, our Bahamian students on our campus, and I tell them that, you know, it's about the journey that it took to kind of get to this success. So I befriended the Minister of Tourism during the football game, and then he introduced me to the Minister of Education, and things grew from there. We started with the PSSP program, Public School Scholar Program. So we started with 10 students. And because of relationships, I reached out to friends of mine, Kim Hanna and Rupert Gardner, who was your Olympic coach for many years in track and field. And I said, guys, I need some help. So they opened some doors. I came down and I went to all the schools in New Providence. The very next day I got on a plane, or actually that night I got on a plane and I went to Grand Bahamas. And then the next day I went to all the public schools in Grand Bahamas. But see, it didn't stop there for things, because then I learned about the Family Islands. So from Abaco to Spanish Wells to Harbor Island to Anigua to Exuma to Cat Island to Abaco, I've been to them all. Sometimes I take some really small planes and I'm a little claustrophobic, you know, so sometimes I fly into South Andros and I visit the high schools there, then I got to jump in a boat, and I got to take that to Northern Andros Island. I hear stories about the monsters in the blue holes, you know, so I got to go jump in the blue hole and see what that's like. So each island has a different culture and a different vibe, but the one thing about all of the Bahamas is a kindness and love, and I come from love, and I get that every time I come here. So this has become home for me. It's become home for Central State University. So I took the mission seriously that the Ministry of Education gave me. They said, we need to make a difference. And it started with the public schools in making a difference, because less than 7% of public school students went on to higher education, where it was the opposite for private schools. So that 10 that we recruited grew to 20, grew to 30. And then it was, hey, we really want you to go into the private schools, so we did that. Then it grew into 40, into 50, into 60, into 70, into 80, and in 90, and 100, and 110, and now we're at 138 at our school, with a graduation rate of a 3.63. Those students Those students are changing the academic face at Central State University. They're woven into the fabric of the university, from athletics to band to choir to student government to Miss Central State University to Mr. Central State University. 70% of those students go on to grad school. So we track them to grad school, they go on the jobs, and most of them return back home. So it's become a family. So for me, the journey just didn't stop to go on all those islands, but we established relationships with how many of you know about BAMSI, Bahama Agriculture Marine Science Institute. We are an ag school, so we have agreements with the Ministry of Agriculture. So we've got study abroad programs. We recruit those students. We also are going to do a lot of research, soil, water research. But it didn't stop there, because lessons that I've learned from talking to the counselors, we all talk about affordability. So we came up with the Jumpstart program. That's College Credit Plus that you can earn at $42 a credit hour. Typical classes are about three credit hours, so 126 for a credit hour. We've got 42 students right now enrolled in January. We started that. And get this, most of them come from the Family Islands. How about that? I believe that the difference, because most people in this world, they look at Nassau, they look at Freeport, right? They look at the sun, the sand, and the sea. But the importance is, for us, is to not just go to New Providence and Grand Bahamas, but those Family Islands, because yes, I want you to come to Central State University, but I want you to think about some other things to go forward. And I've got some wonderful friends up here that they've got some wonderful institutions and opportunities. So we want you all to think about those things and always have a plan. And the reason that I'm here is because of you young men. And I appreciate you, and I thank you for making a difference in your family's lives, in your lives, and your country's lives. So thank you, and Central State University thanks you.
Thank you, Dr. Culbreth. Dr. Melva K. Williams is the president of Houston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas, and will be next to bring remarks.
How is everybody today? I am so glad to hear. You know, they told me to come to the Bahamas, they said. And the first thing I always ask when people ask me to go somewhere, the first question I ask is, why? When they told me to come to the Bahamas, I thought first, I said, would it be the beautiful beaches? Would it be the clear waters? Would it be the good food? Would I get a chance to go over to the fish fry? They said, no, that's not why. They said that black excellence would be all around. I said, well, sign me up. And they did not lie. I had a chance on yesterday to see some black excellence, and boy, was I proud. I had a chance today to engage with the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. Give them a round of applause. But you know, as I sat here today and looked at this program and looked through the honorees, and I'm going to be short because the time has been well spent, I looked and I was just so impressed. And I thought instead of giving remarks, I would give a thank you. I just wanted to thank the parents and the guardians of these young men. I just stopped by here to say thank you to the parents of Tristan and Kelvin. Thank you to the parents of Levon and Ashton. Thank you to the parents of Alan and Aiden and Caden and Justin and Wayne. Thank you to the parents of Omarion and Devato and Aiden and Timothy. Thank you to the parents of Jordan and Trey and Miles. Thank you to all of the parents who have poured in to these young men. I also just came to say to the young men, thank you. Thank you for all of you who chose an HBCU for your education. Our institutions are historically black, but they are modern. And we appreciate you for choosing those institutions. And I also say thank you. Thank you for going out and being great stewards of the education that you've received here in the Bahamas. We know that all that you've done and all that you're going to do is yet to be seen, so I thank you for that. On behalf of all of the students, the faculty and staff of Houston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas, I bid you good afternoon.
And now the last of our distinguished guests from the amazing institutions who've contributed to the proceedings here today, Dr. Herman J. Felton, Jr., President of Wiley College in Marshall, Texas.
I come sharing a bit of bad news for you. Today, you feast and you celebrate. Tomorrow, you work. Tomorrow, which is graduation, when your graduation day comes, you find yourselves in a group, or shall I say, in a league of extraordinary gentlemen, the talented 10th. You see, in America, we have national treasures just as you do as well, and two of those being Booker T. Washington and W.E.B. Du Bois. One was a mulatto who was an offspring of a slave owner and his mother, born into enslavement. The other was born to free parents in the Northeast, both educated at historically black colleges and universities. And these two gentlemen had what we know today as the Great Debate. And they wanted to decide what was the best route for the newly freed, enslaved African American. And they didn't agree on much. In fact, there was only one thing that they agreed on, and that was that the oppression of the newly freed enslaved must stop. But W.E.B. Du Bois coined a phrase called the talented 10th. And I want you all to understand that now you have a burden, a great burden, a great work. Your job is to now go get the best education and bring it back to your people. It will not be easy. There will be times when you may think of giving up, but the Bible talks about a great work, and it is simple, it is fair, and it is just. You have demonstrated that you believe that greater is in you, greater is out there, and that greater will be yours. I commend you. If by some chance that some of you find yourselves walking in a space where you feel tired, I would ask you to stop and center yourselves and listen to the ancestors in the clouds and think about whose shoulders you stand on. And if that is not strength enough for you, you're not fit to live. Have a good evening.
Thank you very much, Dr. Felton. We are pleased to have in our midst one of our country's great leaders, Member of Parliament for Engliston and Minister of Education and Technical and Vocational Training, the Honorable Glenys Hannah Martin. Please welcome her as she comes to bring remarks.
Thank you very much. I want to thank our moderator for so expertly managing these proceedings, and I wish to adopt the protocol which embraces all of these distinguished men and women and also to acknowledge the representatives here of the Ministry of Education and of the fraternity and the parents of these wonderful men. Good afternoon. My primary role here this afternoon is threefold. First and foremost, I wish to congratulate the young men who are here today gathered and who are being honored and recognized for their respective schools, from their respective schools, for their high performance in academics and their participation in community engagements and social outreach and their overall demonstration of stellar citizenship. I want all of these young men to know that we are so proud of them. I am proud of them. Their respective schools are proud of them. Their parents, your parents and family members are proud of you. And you must know the nation is proud of you. Our young people are our most precious natural resource because it is upon their shoulders that the next generation of the Bahamas will be engendered. It is in them that we place our hope and confidence of the future of this nation. We also understand that in this generation, it is our obligation to nurture and support and to hold up and to facilitate the positive growth and development of our young people. And in these times, in this present day, we understand because we see and witness around us that while our young men are strong, brilliant, bright, hopeful, many of our young men require strategic attention and the appropriate investment so that they are able to navigate all of the challenges that are faced in this country and across the world and to realize their full potential. And so I say to you, young men today, we believe in you. We are proud of you. We love you. You are the precious sons of this nation. And we pray God's grace upon you as you go into the world to develop your intellectual and full human capacity. We want you to always remember that you come from one of the finest little countries on the face of the earth, and that we, the Bahamian people, need you to reinvest in this, your country, so that generations that come after you will be even better than you yourselves are. And so that this country will go from strength to strength, as was the dream, the hope, and aspirations of our ancestors, and as was the sum total of the struggles of our forefathers and foremothers. These contemplations are all the more important in this, our 50th year of independence. For while we may have our challenges, we have come a mighty long way. The second thing I wish to communicate to the universities here present who have seen and have demonstrated their belief in the value and tremendous wealth and strength of the human capital that represents our young people is to say thank you. You have put your money where your mouths are by the grant of over $4 million in scholarships for some 70 young Bahamian men throughout this country, including 35 of whom are from family islands, from Abaco in the north to Inagua in the south, manifesting a total thus far over the years of $10 million in scholarship support for our young male university attendees. We thank you for the investment that is being made to further develop and build and unleash onto the world the brilliance and positive potentiality of these, our young men. And thirdly and finally, I thank the local and international chapters of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity, Inc. for the promotion and vigorous pursuit and financial support, along with corporate donors, of the academic and professional well-being of our young men. It is through this powerful network and these strategic partnerships and a purposed and delineated agenda that we can chart new paths and create a new day in the business of building people of the diaspora, and most certainly in the Commonwealth of the Bahamas. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. I now invite to the podium a brother of Alpha Phi Alpha who has the esteemed task of introducing our keynote speaker, Brother Durante Charlo.
Good afternoon. Dr. Makola M. Abdullah is the 14th president of Virginia State University, Petersburg, Virginia. A native of Chicago, Dr. Abdullah obtained his education from the following institutions: the prestigious Lake Forest Academy, where he graduated in 1986 and served as school trustee; Howard University, where he earned his undergraduate degree in civil engineering, and later to Northwestern University, where Dr. Abdullah obtained both his master's as well as his doctorate degrees. It is fitting to note that Dr. Abdullah is the youngest African American to receive a PhD in engineering. Dr. Abdullah served as Dean and Director of the 1890s land grant programs in the FAMU College of Engineering, Sciences, Technology, and Agriculture from 2008 to 2011. Prior to this appointment, Dr. Abdullah served as Associate Vice President for Research. From 2011 to 2013, Dr. Abdullah served as Florida Memorial's Chief Academic Officer with responsibility of overseeing all academic research and institutional effectiveness programs. In addition, he also spearheaded the reaffirmation efforts. Dr. Abdullah is a member of the greatest fraternal organization on the planet, Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And is married to the beautiful and erudite Dr. Akinyela Cobb Abdullah, who serves as Dean of the School of Arts and Sciences and the Director of the Center for STEM Diversity at Virginia Union University in Richmond, Virginia. The Abdullahs are the proud parents of 2 adult children who are also HBCU graduates. Please stand to your feet and join me in welcoming our guest speaker for this, our 36th Annual Honors Day Convocation, Dr. Makola M. Abdullah, President of Virginia State University.
Thank you so much. Y'all please sit down now. Please sit down. Thank you so much for that wonderful, wonderful introduction. I want to tell you that, so my wife's names and my children's names are in my bio. Most people try to skip all of that because my kids' names are something else and my wife's. That was the very first time that someone from scratch said my wife's name correctly. So I want to thank you for that. I now need a copy of that video so I can take that video home so I can be good with my wife. Protocol, of course, has already been established, but I want to make sure that I, of course, acknowledge everyone who is here and for all of their incredible work. And, of course, the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, again, the greatest fraternity in all the land, I had an opportunity to check into my hotel, brothers, and I wanted you to know that at the hotel that I checked into the room 1906. Okay, that's not true. It was 1902. But I figured it'd be better if I said 1906. I want to congratulate, so before I go into my Virginia State University commercial and then go into some motivational speaking, and to be honest, to be at the end of this program with so many phenomenal speakers and from so many incredible quotes from the honorees, I feel very humbled, and I'm not sure I can follow all of that. I'm gonna do the very best I can, but I'm not sure. But before I do that, I wanna thank y'all too. I'm gonna thank your parents and guardians first. Congratulations on the incredible work that you've done, and congratulations to the brothers. Yes, please. And also to congratulate all of the supporters, including the brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha, who supported these honorees to get to this point. My children are now 24 and 25, and so it wasn't too long ago that we were shepherding our teenagers through high school going to college. And I know how very, very difficult that is. You know, the world is a powerful place, and part of it is the great work that we put in, and some of it is just by the grace of God. But to get them to this point, they couldn't have gotten here by themselves, and I want to thank all of you for getting them here. I also want to thank all of you. Look, this is an incredible accomplishment. We've talked a lot about the future. We've talked about college and life and coming back to give back to the Bahamas, which you will do. I know you will do. But at the same time, I want to stop in this moment, and I want you to really appreciate how far you've come and what you have done. You are among the best and brightest in the Bahamas, but in reality, you are also among the best and brightest in the world. The accomplishments that you have come up with today, the GPAs, the classes that you've taught, the ability to get into and get scholarships, to go to college. There are only a small number of individuals in the world who have reached this point in their lives. And so even if you don't accomplish anything else, and you will accomplish great, great things. I want you to sit in this moment today, right now, too, and say congratulations. So I congratulate and applaud you for the work that you've done. All right, so I got to give some street cred because this is about HBCUs. It's always about HBCUs when I'm in the building. And so I got to tell you a little bit about my HBCU stuff. You heard a little bit about it. You heard that I used to work at Florida A&M University. There's a rattler here. I heard it. There they are. Okay, I used to work at Florida A&M University. I also used to work at Florida Memorial University. We had so many Bahamians at Florida Memorial University, I thought I was in the Bahamas when I was at Florida Memorial. But if I take it back, my mother went to Howard University. My aunt, there you go, you know. My two aunts went to Howard University. I went to Howard University. My sister went to Fisk. My other sister went to Dillard. My wife went to Tuskegee University. She ended up getting her master's and PhD at Florida A&M University. Thank you. Yeah, that's. I'll do it one more time. My three sisters-in-law, while I worked there, they all went and graduated from Florida A&M University. Just give you the time. There you go. Take your time now. My brother-in-law went to Tennessee State. My other brother-in-law went to Howard. My son took classes at Bethune-Cookman University before graduating from Morehouse College and is now working on his PhD at Morehouse School of Medicine. My daughter took classes at Hampton University before graduating with her bachelor's degree from Virginia State University and then her master's degree from Virginia State University. See, I'm not selling anything I'm not buying. And I want you to be careful of people who will sell you something they don't buy. You ask recruiters, where'd you send your kids? And then you'll know a little something about what they value. I value HBCUs. Okay? You can clap for that. And my wife is currently the Dean of Arts and Sciences at Virginia Union University, our rival institution. And so HBCUs are my life. HBCUs are my business. And I believe that every young person should consider an HBCU. Now, again, it's a family choice. And so I'm not here to denigrate anyone that did not. But if you haven't taken a visit, if you haven't seen one of our campuses and looked around, then I think you're doing yourself a great disservice. HBCUs and universities themselves are fountains of youth. I love being around young people. I'm in the young people business. I spend a lot of time around them. And the part of that is it helps me stay young by letting them pour into me. And so one of the exciting things, again, about being around you guys is seeing and understanding the great future potential that you have. I think all of us who are sitting on the stage, as we look at your faces, what we see is unlimited, boundless potential. And we are excited to see you meet all of that. And so with that, since everybody gave some of the best advice in the world, I'm gonna land the plane and give some very practical advice to the parents and to the students. That's what I'm gonna do. Something you can use, you can grab on and hold on to. First, to the parents and to the caregivers. I've been a university president now for 7.5 years and worked in higher education for 25. Going away to college is a very interesting thing for young people. When they go away to college, one of the things that happens is that they begin to form relationships tighter than the relationships that they've ever had before. Anyone who's ever been to college says that my best friends I ever met are the friends that I met in college. It's because you get to spend all the time in the world with them. In high school, you spend your time with your friends, and then you go home. In college, you spend time with your friends, then you eat with your friends, and then you live with your friends, and then you live with your friends, and then you eat with your friends. And you're with them all the time. And those incredibly, incredibly tight bonds that start the semester when you first start, sometimes during that first semester, some of those begin to fracture. And the idea that those relationships are so tight means that when they begin to fracture, that sometimes students can have, or young people can have a very difficult way for the rest of the semester. I'm telling you this, parents and guardians, right around October or November, as it becomes closer to Thanksgiving, your young person has fallen out with someone, a roommate, a girlfriend, a boyfriend, somebody, a friend that they had that they thought were going to be the best friend of their life. They have fallen out with them, and they are having some difficult times. Maintain a very open air of communication. Make sure you're able to communicate about those times, because in those times, they need to lean on you to ask for advice on how to get through something that they have never experienced before. They haven't had a friend this tight before. So when they lose it, it's hard, right? They will need you in that time. How they get over that first loss will be how they make it through college. And there you go. You didn't expect me to say that, did you? See, I surprised you. That's practical. You can use that. Be ready. All right, now, for the young people, something else practical that you can use. It is a misnomer that college is harder. College is not harder. Biology is biology. Literature is literature. Calculus is, in fact, just calculus. College is not harder. It is faster. It's more. It's more than you had in high school. Not harder, just more. So when you get to college, study harder than you used to study in the first couple of weeks or month. Work as hard as you can when you first show up so that you can find out what that balance is. If you do the work the way you do it now, you will be behind. And in college, you won't catch up. And if you don't catch up, then you get bad grades. You got it? All right, so when you first start, there's going to be tons of parties. I'm not telling you not to go to the parties. It wouldn't work anyway. You're going anyway, so I'm not going to tell you not to go. But what I am telling you to do is to spend extra time. When people are saying, oh, we can always catch up. You won't catch up. Homework is due tomorrow. Start today, right? Do that. Work harder than you need to. After about 2 or 3 months, you can come back and reassess and figure out what your schedule needs to be. Does that make sense? See, practical advice. I'm giving you stuff you can use. All right. Now I can get on to the motivational part. And I'm going to try to do this quick because, to be honest, y'all covered all of this stuff. I got 3 things I want to tell you, and I'll make them fast. The first one is the way to succeed, and you all know this, it was in all of your things, is work hard. The only place, what somebody say, the only place that hard work comes before success is in the dictionary? Look, you're dang right. Hard work is number one. Hard work is the most important skill, bar none. If you can work hard consistently with things you don't like, with things you don't want to do, if you can do that, you can do anything. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player that ever, well, LeBron James. What? That's right, I have the microphone and you do not. So LeBron James is the best player that ever lived. Thank you very much, young man, I appreciate you. But here's the real key. Anybody who's ever played sports will tell you this. Everybody likes games, nobody likes practice. Nobody likes practice. Who the heck wants to run drills? No one wants to run all day. No one likes practice. But in order to be good, you got to be good at practice. You got to train yourself to be good. And listen, no one likes, LeBron doesn't like practice, but if you want to be the best, you have to. Who read the Michael Jordan quote? Do you know how long it takes to take thousands of shots? To put in the kind of work to take the shots, to be ready to take them in the game. No one likes to do that, but everyone wants to win. And if you can train yourself to work hard when you don't feel good, when you don't like it, when you're not happy, when people are angry with you, when people are cheating you, when they are doing you wrong, if you can work hard then, you can work hard anytime. And if you have that skill, nobody can stop you. That was good? Thank you, man. All right. Cool. Good. She said it was good. I can move on to the second one because I said I'm not going to be here all dang day. Second, treat people well. Who read the Maya Angelou quote? Who was that? That was you? Thank you. You also smiled and nodded your head when I said LeBron James was the best basketball player. So you are officially my favorite, sir. Except for the two young men who are going to state. Who's going to Virginia State? One and Hezekiah. Where's Hezekiah? There he is. There he is. Congratulations. Welcome to state. So you're my third favorite behind them. Treat people well. People remember what you said. They might not remember what you said. They might not remember what you did. They'll definitely remember how you made them feel. Most of the opportunities that I've gotten in my life were because of people. I did the work, but it was the idea that I liked people and they liked me. The reason I'm here today is because one of my colleagues who I met years and years ago, we're really good friends, and she thought I was good people, and so she introduced me to him. And he liked me, and he thought I was really good people. And he introduced me to Rod, and Rod introduced me to him. It's all people. It's all people. The whole reason that and this is a great reunion for me, the whole reason I'm a member of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated today is because of the man who was sitting right behind me. I wouldn't even be here. This is the man who did my intake process. This is my daddy in Alpha right here. I didn't know he was going to be here today. But if I didn't treat him well, would I even be here? Would he have told someone else that maybe I wasn't the right person to speak? See, you never know what people are saying about you behind your back based on how you treated them. You treat people well, everybody, and not just because you think you want something. Look, I met Spike Lee when I was in college. Spike Lee came to visit, and everybody wanted to talk to Spike Lee, not unlike the way after this program, some of y'all are going to try to come and talk to me, and that's cool. I love talking to people. I actually really like people. But what Spike told us was this. He said, you are wasting your time coming to see me. He said, what you need to do is to start networking amongst yourselves. He said, you need to network amongst yourselves. We hadn't even thought of that. We were so busy chasing someone else, we weren't developing the relationships that were right there. You want to know who I went to college with? I went to college with Diddy. I went to college with Taraji P. Henson. I went to college with Anthony Anderson. I went to college with Chadwick Boseman. And we were rushing to get to Spike. Networking is not just up. It's across, it's down. Know everyone. Get to know people, right? It'll really pay off. Relationships and how you make people feel will pay off. All right, last one. Then I get to walk away. All right. It is not all serious. Young men, I want y'all to have fun. Life is too short to not have fun. And in some ways, it's too short not to do it a little bit the way you want to do it, right? Enjoy it. When I say work hard, it doesn't have to be all pain. It can be fun. When you party, like you heard me say earlier, I didn't tell you not to go to the party. Anybody who's ever been to college will tell you it's the best 4 years of your life. It is because it's wonderful. The relationships you make, the experiences that you have, enjoy them. I would even say this. When is graduation? How close are y'all to graduation? About a month? So your high school career is almost over. In this month, enjoy it. Enjoy it. Like it's this experience, for better or worse, right? It's not coming back. This experience right now that you're having, enjoy it. Appreciate it. Take time to smell the flowers. Take time to pat yourself on the back. Take time to tell other people that they did a good job. Take time to laugh. Take time to tell a joke, even if it's funny. Who did the Yoda? Who did Yoda quote? Who did the Yoda quote? It was wrong. It's not it's do or not do. I just wanted to say that. I just noticed it. That's me having fun. I'm just having fun. But my point is to make sure that you enjoy it, right? Just as I'm enjoying this experience, you all should enjoy all of yours. Look, success for all of you is already preordained. Every older person in this room already sees it. Like we see it so bright that you couldn't turn it off if you wanted to. And so whatever anxiety you have about the future, let it go. Work hard, treat people right, have fun, and I can't wait to read, see, and visualize your success. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dr. Abdullah, for the practical advice that you provided to the honorees. But yet again, we would expect nothing less from a man smart enough to choose the best fraternity in the world, and also a man smart enough to know that LeBron James is the best basketball player ever. But we have reached a point in the program that I'm sure our honorees have greatly anticipated, and that is the professional awards. The 2023 Professional Awards are presented to honorees that have expressed a desire to pursue post-secondary education in a particular field. This monetary gift is to give them a jump start for the commencement of their tertiary education to fulfilling their chosen endeavors. Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is an organization comprising professionals across a myriad of industries, and as such, we are pleased to have brothers in the respective fields of the professional awards to assist with their presentation. We begin with the Certified Public Accountants and Certified Financial Analyst Award, which will be presented by Brother Cirio Roll. Brother Roll is a certified information systems auditor and a spring 2022 initiate of Alpha Phi Alpha by way of the Iota Epsilon Lambda chapter.
The moment we've all been waiting for. The 2023 Certified Public Accountants and Certified Financial Analyst Award goes to Jermaine Saunders Jr. of St. Augustine's College.
Next is the Commerce and Entrepreneurs Award to be announced by Brother Christian Pratt, Assistant Manager of Technology at the Central Bank of the Bahamas.
The Commerce and Entrepreneurs Award goes to Jordan Gibson
Windsor School.
To present the Engineering and Architecture Award is Brother Don Bourne of Bahamas Air.
Good afternoon. The winner of the 2023 Engineer Architect Award are Hadari Prince, Queens College, John Romel Prince, Aquinas College, and Ajuri Shetty, Queens College. It's a three-way tie.
Brother Terry Murray is the incoming treasurer of the Iota Epsilon Lambda chapter and is now coming forward to present the Financial Services Ranking Award.
Good afternoon. The Financial Service Award goes to Mr. Christopher Stubbs.
The Medical and Healthcare Award will be presented by Brother Dr. Rico Hart, a Spring 2022 initiate of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated.
Good day. The winners of the 2023 Medical and Health Awards are Kelvin Archer of St. Anne's College. Thank you. Stephen Otterroll, Windsor School. And Caleb Burrows of St. Anne's School.
It is important to note that each professional award is a cash prize of $1,000. Our next award will be presented by Brother Keenan Johnson, who serves as a tutor and course director at the Eugene DePuge Law School. He will be presenting the Legal Award.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everyone. The 2023 Legal Award goes to Ricardo Rolls, St. Paul's Methodist College.
I now call Brother Ryan Davis to the podium. Brother Davis is the founder and managing director of Pinnacle Consulting Group and will be presenting the IT and Technology Award.
Good afternoon, all. I did have a few words prepared, but I think I'll skip that and get straight into the award. Without further ado, the winners of the 2023 IT Technology Award. It's actually 3 winners. We have Eric Fitzpatrick from Bishop Michael Eldon School. We have Lamar Nottage from Jordan Prince William School. And we have Christopher Stubbs from Bahamas Academy. Congratulations. The last one we have is Christopher Stubbs from Bahamas Academy.
To present the Sales and Marketing Award is esteemed accountant and businessman, Brother Keno Williamson.
All right, good afternoon, all. The 2023 Sales and Marketing Award goes to Mr. Lyle Maycock, St. Andrews International School.
Next is the Social Science Award to be presented by Brother Gerald Smith Jr., President of the Phi Mu Chapter.
Good afternoon once again. The 2023 Social Science Award goes to Zaphon McAndrew Samuel Guy Pender All-Age School, Spanish Wells.
Brother Adrian Newbold Jr. will be presenting the Brother Gregory S. Christie Media and Communication Award.
Good afternoon. The 2023 Brother Gregory S. Christie Media and Communications Award goes to Hadari Prince of Queens College.
The Government, Civil Servants, and Politics Award will be presented by Brother Raymond Johnson, who serves as an assistant architect for the Ministry of Public Works.
Good evening. The Government, Civil Servants, and Politics Award goes to Nathaniel McCarty, C.B. Bethel High School.
Brother Dominic Stubbs currently serves as a securities investment advisor for the Royal Fidelity Group, and he will be presenting the Art and Media Communications Award.
Good afternoon, everyone. I'm proud to announce the winners of the 2023 Brother Philip Dorset Artistic Award for Outstanding Portfolio. George Bain, Ellen Coakley High School. Eric Fishbacher, Bishop Michael Eldon School. And Cottrell Wallace, Mangrove Key High School.
Some of our honorees have achieved perfect SAT scores, university acceptances, and as many as 11 A's in the BGCSE exams, top BGCSE subject prizes, and have been beyond impressive. But through it all, their profiles were submitted and reviewed, and 7, a statistically significant number in Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, have been selected to be as the most comprehensive academic portfolios. Without further delay, I invite Brother Dr. Lyndon Cooper to announce the 36th Honors Day Convocation Merit Scholar Award winners.
Good afternoon, everyone. The 2023 Merit Scholar Award winners are Eric Fishbacher, Bishop Michael Eldon School, Jordan Gibson, Windsor School, Caleb Burrows, St. Anne's School, John Romel Perez, Aquinas College, Zephon McAndrew, Samuel Guy Pinder, All-Age School, Hodari Prince, Queens College, and Arjun Shetty, Queens College.
At this time, I invite Brother Algernon Cargill, Director of the Bahamas area of Alpha Chapters, to announce the Academic Scholarship Awards.
Thank you very much, Brother Bourne. And this is part of the moment we've been waiting for. Receiving academic scholarships on a full ride to Benedict College. And I invite Brother Basin to come forward, please, as well as Brother Harris on Benedict's behalf. Receiving academic scholarships to Benedict College are Fumonsi Gate Courtier, Shivano Wood, and Hezekiah Moore. These young men wrote exams. They were evaluated, they were interviewed over social media. They wrote essays every single day for me online. And let's congratulate them again. I invite Brother Jahan Colbert, Dr. Jahan Colbert, come forward along with Brother Kevin Baisden to present the Central State University Full Ride Scholarship Awards. These are provided to Nathaniel McCarty of C.V. Bethel School, and also receiving a full ride to Central State is Catriel Wallace of the Mangrove Key High School. Thank you, Dr. Kilbreath. I invite Brother Harris back, please, to join Brother Baisden. Receiving a full ride, 4-year scholarship to Fisk University is Kelvin Archer of St. Anne's School. I invite Dr. Melba Wallace to join Brother Baisden. Dr. Wallace? She's Wallace. Williams Wallace. Receiving a full academic scholarship to Houston-Tillotson University in Austin, Texas, is Ricardo Roll of St. Paul's Methodist School. And joining Ricardo is LeBron McIntosh of the Jack Haywood Senior High School. Bring it up. The mic is too low. Bring it up. Thank you. Oh, sorry. Thank you, Dr. Williams Wallace. Congratulate them. I invite Brother Harris back, please. Brother Baisden, Brother Harris. Receiving a full scholarship to Jarvis Christian University in Jarvis, Texas, is Anthony Picaris of Bahamas Academy School. Lamarth Nordich, also Lamarth Nordich of Jordan Prince William High School. And Lexisio Adderley of the Government High School. Honorees at Brother Basin and Brother Harris, please remain. Receiving a full scholarship to Lane College in Jackson, Tennessee. The first is Kodaya Roll of St. Andrew's Anglican School. And Miles Johnson of the NGM Major School. Honorees, the exams were worth something. You got scholarships. Let's congratulate yourselves. Receiving, we're not done, receiving a $20,000 per year tuition scholarship to Middle Tennessee State University is Tyrenio Smith of Jordan Prince William School. And Omarion Dean of the Central Eleuthera High School. Now this list is long, please stay. This one is very long, so be patient. If you can, try to save your applause until I read the last one. There's quite a few receiving full scholarships or partial scholarships to Philander Smith College. The first full is Caleb Burrows of St. Anne's School. Aiden Colby of Bishop Michael Edlund School. John Perez of Aquinas College. Christopher Stubbs of Bahamas Academy. Andrew Dean of C.R. Walker School. I know I said his name before, but the president was impressed. Lamarth Nottage of Jordan Prince William School. The president of Philander Smith insists on awarding it. And Eric Fishbacker of the Bishop Michael Edlund School. The president awarded that award to Eric back in January. He was the very first honoree to submit his application, and it was immediately addressed or forwarded to Philander Smith because it was so impressive. Let's congratulate these outstanding young men. Please remain. This is how hard alphas work to get the job done, ladies and gentlemen. Receiving a full 4-year scholarship to the Talladega College, and I'll invite my brother to come forward, please, is LaVaughn Butler of Huntley P. Christie High School. And Mark Bullitt of North Eleuthera High School. and Kareem Vincent Brown of Aquinas College. Thank you, brother. Patient, please remain. Brother Harris, again. Receiving a full tuition scholarship to Tuskegee University is Daryl Maycock of St. Anne's of St. Augustine's College. Thank you, Dr. Harris. Brother Abdullah. The Virginia State University coveted scholarships. Receiving a full STEM scholarship to Virginia State University is Stefanato Roll of Windsor School. And he's joined by Eric Fishbacker of Bishop Michael Ellen School. Eric has a choice to make. Brother Harris. Receiving a tuition scholarship to Virginia Union University is Jermaine Sands of St. Augustine's College. And he is joined by Jordan Gibson of Windsor School. And I ask Brother Felton, Dr. Felton, to come forward, please. This is the hardest award to figure out. Dr. Felton tries a hard cookie. To get his scholarships, you have to have a minimum GPA of 3.5. And receiving the two Wiley College in Marshall, Texas, full scholarships are Wayne Curtis of the Ellen Coakley Senior High School, and Shanaria Grant of St. John's College. This is the work of Alpha Phi Alpha. Let's give all of our honorees a round of applause. And thank you to our HBCU presidents and leaders for their generosity.
Ladies and gentlemen, can we have one more round of applause for all of our winners? We have one more professional award to announce. Our honorees worked extremely hard preparing their applications. A few submitted videos, elaborate PowerPoint presentations, and still maintained to keep their GPAs over 3.0. This is the mark of a true scholar, one who can balance all that life throws at him and keep a smile on his face while excelling. In reviewing the profiles of our honorees and participating in daily debate topics that included global events, local events, self-development, ways to make our country even better, many honorees demonstrated exactly why they were selected for this program. And in digging deeper into their academic lives, the Honors Day Committee saw some amazing stories, outstanding references, SAT scores, and GPAs on their way to selecting the Reverend Dr. O.A. Pratt Emerging Leader Award. Brother Reverend Dr. Pratt was a graduate of the American Baptist Theological Seminary in Nashville, Tennessee, and Virginia Union University in Richmond, Virginia. He served as pastor of the historic St. John's Native Baptist Cathedral on Meeting Street for 42 years. Here to present this Emerging Leader Award is the incoming president of the Iota Epsilon Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, Brother Oscar Dorset.
Good afternoon. The winners of the Brother O.A. Pratt Emerging Leaders Award, Catrell Wallace, Mangrove Key High. And Hodari Prince, Queens College.
The Outstanding Community Service Award. John F. Kennedy's inaugural address inspired children and adults to see the importance of civic action and public service. His historic words, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." It challenged every American to contribute in some way to the public good. Today, these famous words exemplify the hallmark of civic responsibility and the selfless effort needed to leave your mark on the world. Ladies and gentlemen, honorees, 6 months before our fraternity brother, Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King, was assassinated, he spoke to a group of students at Barrett Junior High School in Philadelphia on October 26, 1967. His opening question was, "What is your life's blueprint?" Our 2023 Community Service Award winner has already written the first few chapters of his life's blueprint and is showing us what he is doing for our country. Presenting this award is Brother Anthony Stirrup, 2023 University of the Bahamas NPHC Fraternity Scholar.
The 2023 Outstanding Community Service Award winners are John Shetty, Queens College. Stefanato Roll, Windsor School. and Zephon McAndrew, Samuel Guy Pinder, All Age School, Spanish Wells, Eleuthera.
At this time, I call Brother Algernon Cargill back to the podium to announce the Scholastic Awards.
These awards are so confidential, I didn't even print them because I didn't want anyone to know who they were, okay? And I hope I can read to see what I typed. The Family Allen Scholar Award. Brother Holland Garfield Smith was a charter member of the Kiwanis Club of Nassau, the first Kiwanis Club in the Bahamas, the first elected black president of the Chamber of Commerce, a former member of the Bahamas Society of Engineers and Architects, and a representative of the Guild of Graduates, the University of the West Indies Board of Governors. Brother Holland G. Smith graduated in 1952, magna cum laude, with a Bachelor of Science degree in mathematics from Virginia Union University, Richmond, Virginia, and in 1955 from Michigan State University's School of Civil Engineering in East Lansing, Michigan, with a Bachelor of Science degree in Civil Engineering. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2023 Holland G. Smith Family Allen Scholar has a GPA of 3.3. He scored the third highest in our comprehensive 4-hour examination, planned to pursue a bachelor's degree in law, and is being awarded a full ride scholarship to attend Houston-Tillotson University, Austin, Texas. He is none other than Ricardo Roll, Professor Paul's Memphis College, Freeport, Bahamas. The third highest in the 4-hour exam. Let's give him a round of applause. Our penultimate award, to George H. Sherman, Dr. George H. Sherman, OBE. He was the first Bahamian obstetrician and gynecologist. Dr. Sherman was a graduate of Lincoln University, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, and the Howard University Medical School in Washington, D.C. This is our 2023 Salutatorian Award. The Honor State Convocation has sustained its purpose of honoring the brightest and the best graduating high school males in the Bahamas, and our 2023 honorees are a testimony of this fact. This year, unlike last year, there was only one salutatorian in the 2023 Alpha Phi Alpha cohort of outstanding male graduating students. The salutatorian has placed the second highest overall in the Alpha Phi Alpha comprehensive 4-hour examination. He has an SAT score of 1230, a cumulative GPA of 3.9. He's already attained 6 A's and 1 B in the BGC exams. He has received a full ride scholarship to Philander Smith College, where he will pursue his dreams under the 3-2 program with the University of Arkansas in Fayetteville in engineering. He is also being awarded a $3,000 cash prize from our fraternity to assist with his educational studies. And ladies and gentlemen, he is none other Don John Romel Perez of Aquinas College. And in my excitement, I did not announce that our Family Island Scholar will receive a $2,000 cash prize from the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated. And John was one of the last applications received in our program. Let's congratulate him. You saw the first and you saw the last. Now, final award. I call Custom Computers, who's going to donate a free computer to the stage also. Brother Baston, Brother Harris, and from behind the scenes, Brother Cooper. This is our 2023 Valedictorian Award. The creme de la creme. Brother Timothy Bass, is Mrs. Donaldson here, by the way? Oh, please, Mrs. Donaldson, come forward. You are inspiration for this award. Mrs. Yolande Donaldson, the widow of Timothy. She is one of Alpha Phi Alpha's biggest supporters. Let's applaud her again as she comes to the stage. Brother Timothy Boswell Donaldson, he was the first governor of the Central Bank of the Bahamas, a former Bahamas ambassador to the United States, the chairman of the Council of College of the Bahamas. He's also a former chairman of the Board of Trustees of Fisk University. He was also a graduate of Fisk University in Nashville, Tennessee. The 2023 valedictorian will receive a financial award of $6,000 cash from the Iota Epsilon Lambda chapter. And this also comes from the support of Mrs. Donaldson, a laptop computer donated by Customs Computer. This valedictorian, he has scored the highest in both the English and the mathematics comprehensive Alpha Phi Alpha 4-hour exam, both with scores over 90%. He is the head boy of his school, a junior minister of tourism for the Bahamas, Principal Award, a volunteer of the Bahamas Humane Society, a World Scholar first place overall student, senior division prize, as a GPA of 3.7. He's the third place winner in the Alpha Phi Alpha inaugural MLK competition. His referee rights from St. Anne's. In the classroom, he has consistently demonstrated a deep understanding. Please, parents, let's celebrate on a valedictorian. He consistently demonstrates a deep understanding of the material and passion for learning. He's an excellent critical thinker, able to analyze complex concepts and articulate ideas with clarity and precision. He is also an active participant in class discussions. We have observed him also, as I said, as a third place winner in the inaugural Martin Luther King oratorical competition in January of this year, where the topic was, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." Ladies and gentlemen, honorees, parents, my Alpha brothers, those in everywhere in the world, let us welcome and hear from our 2023 Alpha Phi Alpha valedictorian, Mr. Kelvin Archer of St. Anne's School.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Calvin Archer. I'm the head boy of St. Anne's School. To start off, I obviously have to thank God. It's to God that I do all things. Through my faith in Him, He got me the position I am today. Secondly, I obviously have to thank the Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity for this excellent opportunity. I'm sure I can speak on behalf of all the honorees when I say this is truly an unbelievable, unforgettable experience. I have to thank my family, my mother, my sister, yes, my brother, my grandmother, my cousins, all the people who support me throughout my whole academic journey. Gotta thank my church, gotta thank my school, St. Anne's School. Well, I think the thanks is done. Kind of speechless right now, but I would say that this program was extremely beneficial to me. I got to interact with all of my other fellow honorees, got to hear different points of view on topics of current discussion globally and locally. We talked about how we are the future of the country and of the world. We know what we have to do, and I feel as though I feel as though okay, well, I have to go back to the quote on the book, which says, by Michelle Obama, the star, which says, "Don't be afraid." I think throughout my whole academic journey, there are always times when, I may have felt that I was inadequate, that might not be enough, despite what everybody else was telling me. I feel like one of my favorite quotes is that pressure is a privilege, and the most pressure that the person who puts the most pressure on me is myself. I feel as though that has helped to push me to where I am today. And going back to the fraternity, what I experienced and what I learned has definitely helped me to develop and become a better leader. And hopefully I'll take the skills what they have taught me and implement them into my daily life as I go off and come back to the Bahamas and make it a better place. I think I'm finished.
Yes, congratulations again to Calvin, the 2023 valedictorian of the Alpha Phi Alpha Honors Day Convocation, who obviously comes from top tier high school, St. Anne's, and has received a full ride scholarship to Fisk University. With so many individuals and so many institutions and corporations that came together to make this event possible. Coming now to give the vote of thanks is Brother Shane Albury.
Pleasant good afternoon. As we conclude the 36th Honors Day Convocation of Iota Epsilon Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated, we give thanks to the 70 young men who participated in this weekend's exercise. Thank you to their parents, guardians, principals, guidance counselors for nurturing and being integral in their developmental stages of their lives that allowed them to be a part of this Honors Day Convocation promoting academic and scholastic excellence. To our corporate sponsors, we thank you for your goodwill in supporting this convocation. We wish to thank Commonwealth Bank, Fidelity Bank, Royal Bank of Canada, Commonwealth Brewery, PricewaterhouseCoopers, Sun Oil Limited, Friendly Pharmacy, Gowan Bow CPA, Nassau Agencies Limited, Insurance Commission of the Bahamas, Nassau Underwriters Agency Limited, Quality Home Center, Walk-In Clinic, Woosley Construction Company Limited, Doctors Nielsen and Alexandria Benaby, and Dr. Eric Rowland, President of the University of the Bahamas. To our college and university presidents, we thank you for assisting the men of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated in carrying out the aims of scholarship of our fraternity, offering full ride scholarships to our deserving 2013 honorees. Dr. Rosalind Artis, President, Benedict College, Columbia, South Carolina. Dr. Jack Thomas, President, Central State University, Wilberforce, Ohio. Dr. Dwan Womack, President, Claflin University, Orangeburg, South Carolina. Dr. Latonya Collins Smith, President, Harris Stowe State University, St. Louis, Missouri. Dr. Melva Williams, President, Houston Tillotson University, Austin, Texas. Dr. Lester C. Newman, President, Jarvis Christian College, Jarvis, Texas. Dr. Logan Hampton, President, Lane College, Jackson, Tennessee. Dr. Sidney McPhee, President, Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Dr. Roderick L. Smothers, President, Philander Smith College, Little Rock, Arkansas. Dr. Gregory Vincent, President, Talladega College, Talladega, Alabama. Dr. Charlotte P. Morris, President, Tuskegee University, Tuskegee, Alabama. Dr. Herman Felton, Jr., President, Wiley College, Marshall, Texas. Dr. Hakeem Lucas, President, Virginia Union University, Richmond, Virginia. Dr. Jehan Colbrith, Vice President and Institutional Advancement, Central State University, Wilberforce, Ohio. To our esteemed 36th Convocation guest speaker, Dr. Abdullah, President of Virginia State University, Petersburg, Virginia, for delivering a practical and thought-provoking message. Thank you. And to our President, Brother Kevin Baston, and the Chairman and Education Committee of Iota Epsilon Lambda, Brother Algernon Cargill. Great job, my brother, well done. We thank you for organizing another successful event. To the brothers of Iota Epsilon Lambda, Sigma Beta Lambda, and Phi Mu chapters, we thank you for your commitment, your time, your talent, your dedication, and your treasures, as well as uplifting the youth, particularly the young men in our country. We say thank you. And to all of those who are watching us on Cable Bahamas and on Facebook, thank you for taking the time to sit with us today. We thank you. And if by chance I did not call your name, please charge it to my head and not my heart. Thank you very much. I now call on Brother Father Andrew Toppin to give us the benediction. Please be upstanding. In the absence of Brother Father Thompson, Father Toppin, sorry, let's bow our heads. Ladies and gentlemen, Father, we give you thanks for this day. We thank you for this opportunity. We thank you for the blessings that you have bestowed upon all of these young men that are in our presence and those that could not make it. Heavenly Father, we just want to say thank you. Father, we ask for your guidance and your protection for those that will be traveling very soon, near and far. Ask that you keep them safe as they embark on their travels via plane, by boat, by cars. And Heavenly Father, we give you thanks for all the mercies that you give to us each and every day. This we ask in your name. Amen.
Thank you, Brother Aubrey. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we've reached the end of today's program and the end of this weekend. We ask that you please join us for a reception outside, and we ask that the honorees please remain seated as we'll take a photo before you guys head out. But as you depart from here and transition to the next phase of your journey, honorees, whatever that may be, I remind you of the theme of this 36th Honors Day Convocation. Don't be afraid, be focused, be determined, be hopeful, be empowered. Thank you to all in attendance and all watching via Cable 12, Facebook, and YouTube. Thank you, and have a blessed afternoon.
Honorees, please remain seated for us while the guests leave their auditorium. Honorees, please remain seated.